3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture. Just making sure things are all set before we get started here with John. In the comments, if you can see, please just type 1. Because I'm not getting confirmation as of yet. But I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that, John. So everybody, we have with us tonight the legend, truly a legend of Litecoin. It's the guardian of Satoshi Light. It's John Kim, Satoshi Light bodyguard, here tonight, getting ready to go on the 30-day Litecoin tour across the country, ending up, you guessed it, at the Litecoin Summit. Very excited. I'm actually really excited to learn more about how this idea came about. John is a huge piece of Litecoin adoption right now, and a big proponent of Litecoin and all that it's doing. John, welcome to the channel, man. John, you there? Johnny boy.
Are we good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Sorry, man. I don't know why I got kicked out for some reason, but I'm here.
Oh, you back?
I'm back.
I didn't even realize you were gone until I asked, John, are you there? So I just gave a nice little intro for you, and I was just saying, welcome to the channel, man.
Thank you for having me, Dan, the man.
So yeah, what's up with this tour? I mean, that's why we're here, right? Everybody wants to see what's going on here. I want to hear more about it. I want to hear how the idea started. I know we have a Twitter chat going on right now. A lot of cool people getting involved and helping out with this. So I think the best way to start this video is really just to hear straight from you. You know, what were you just laying in bed one night and you're like, I'm going to travel the country for 30 days and then go to Litecoin Summit?
You know, before I go, are you looking at your YouTube channel? Can you see the questions and stuff?
I do. I have it up on a couple screens.
Okay, good. So I can't see it, so I'm just gonna straight talk. Okay.
Okay, cool. You go for it.
Welcome, Litecoin fam. Oh, yo, check it out. All right. So, you know, I'm Satoshi Light's bodyguard, right? And so whenever Charlie followed me and invited me to be a volunteer at the Litecoin Foundation, I promised him that I would fight trolls on his behalf on Twitter as his real internet Twitter bodyguard. So as I was listening to people and, you know, the whole DGB community and just everything, I got sucked into just arguing and just, you know, really just talking instead of putting into action. And then, you know, I don't know if you guys remember Panther. Panther went out and did what was that store, Dan? He did the pretzel.
Yeah, Annie Ann's.
Yeah, Annie Ann's. And you know, and I got to give the guy props. You know, I was going to Lamborghini dealers, you know, doing a live stream at the Lamborghini dealer, but he was going out and doing anti-ants. But I was kind of, it's so easy, but no one wants to do it. So I said, you know what? It's time to stop the talk, and somebody need to go out because the world does not want to hear more information. They just want to see an example of somebody that's willing to go out and do something crazy. So I said, you know what? I was talking to Charlie, and I said, hey, Charlie, I got this great idea, and I'm willing to be the sacrificial lamb. I'm willing to go and do whatever it takes. If you support me on this trip, you know, I'm down to go for 30 days and just cause havoc. And he said, you know what? I really like the idea. I said, okay, then let's go. So that's how it
awesome.
started.
So you got the support of Charlie Lee himself. Obviously you should. You're his bodyguard. Everybody knows this.
You know, Charlie, lately, like I've really gotten close to him. and he's been very supportive. You know what it is? Like, do you guys want to hear how I got Charlie to like invite me to their foundation? It's so funny.
Let's hear it, man.
So I was at the brand new MGM Grand in like Virginia, Baltimore area, right? I was staying in a suite there for about a week, but I never the whole time I was staying there, I never stepped 1 foot inside the casino. That's how much I don't gamble. So I mean, so what I'm trying to say is I'm not a gambler. I'm an investor, right? So anyways, so one day, like he liked my tweet, and I had like 80 followers, like 50 to 80 followers, you know. And I remember we were laying in bed with me and my wife, and we were just screaming like, "Oh shoot, Charlie liked my tweet," you know. And then a little bit later on, I DM'd him and I said, "Hey, Charlie, look, man, I'm not that smart. I'm not. Uh, I don't know if I can help you in any way, but man, if you give me a chance, I promise you I won't let you down, you know." And then I told him a little background story of my life. I know it's not good, and I told him I told him the truth, and I said, you know, I mean, I'm not proud to be not educated or, you know, doing some bad stuff in my life back in the day, but if you give me a chance, I promise I won't disappoint you. And he invited me, started following me, and he started encouraging me. So what happened now is it's the same thing happened. I said, Charlie, I really want to do this, dude. You know, I mean, you don't have to fund it. Litecoin Foundation doesn't have to fund it. I don't care about money, but I'm gonna do it regardless. You know, and he said, you know what? Litecoin Foundation can't, like, we don't have the budget right now for this. So let me personally help you. And he sent me some Litecoins, you know, to kind of encourage
Nice.
me. Yeah. So, you know, it's not even the amount of Litecoin he sent me, but it's just like, you know, when somebody you look up to and you defend and you believe in, and
Yeah.
they like trust you or encourage you, because you know how everybody knows how hard it is to get a like from Charlie on Twitter, right? Or a follow. It's like if Charlie's following you, you basically hit Twitter lottery. Like your Twitter life changes, you know. So, but to be on the level to where I can DM him and we can talk and he can kind of encourage me and say, hey, go for it. It was just it lit a fire under my butt, you know. So
Yeah.
right, I mean, the next day I just started tweeting. I said, you know what? I don't care if no one's on board. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna show the world what I'm made of, what Litecoin is made of, and what Satoshi Light is made of.
By the way, John, we have a bunch of people in the chat watching. We even have your buddy Bitcoin Ben in the chat.
Woo! Bitcoin Ben! Man, that is my boy. Hey, Ben, I can't see the questions and stuff, but Ben, I just want to tell you, dude, you've been an inspiration. You've been an encouragement, and I love the way you just stand firm in your position, and I love being your moderator. I do. I put people on timeout if they say the wrong things. So thank you for the power that you have given me.
So you should change maybe your screen name to Bitcoin Ben Moderator.
No,
No.
because I love Ben, but my loyalty, you know, my loyalty lies with Satoshi Light and Litecoin. But if I worked, if I was with Ben and we got into a bar fight, trust me, Bitcoin Ben would be fine. I would protect him with all my might.
I love it. By the way, everybody in the chats, I'm getting some super chats coming in. So I just want to let everybody know I put John's Litecoin address. So if you're thinking of doing a super chat, instead go support John and you know his mission right now. This 30-day traveling across the country. I mean, that's going to get expensive. No, it's going to be a nice little toll.
Yeah. So I just want people to know this, right? I mean, it's not like I need the money, right? But I've invested so much in Litecoin as far as money's concerned, time is concerned. And I try my best on Twitter to just like bring the community together and really like, you know, be a leader. Not that I'm a good leader, but I was put into that position almost by the Litecoin fam, and I'm trying my best to be real and honest. And you know, I got a Tundra, and I'm gonna carry tents and speakers because I'm actually, I don't know if you guys know, I used to own 9 cell phone stores, and we used to do guerrilla marketing. So what we did was we pitch tents, we do games, we do giveaways, and you know, I'd be on the microphone just like talking to the crowd and getting them hyped, and that's what I'm gonna do when I go out, you know. So I can't take my Audi R8. I mean, it's a 2-seater. It's the most uncomfortable ride after 30 minutes, you know. So I'm taking my Tundra, and just the gas alone is gonna be ridiculous. So it's, hey Jaden. So it's okay. I'm okay with finances, so it's all good. But if you want to join me on the journey and want to be a part of it, then it's all good. But like, people keep sending me Litecoins without telling me who it is. And
well, we have Poseidon Lou. I'm not sure you're familiar with Poseidon Lou, but he said to check your wallet. He super chatted and he said check your wallet, man.
No, Poseidon Lou needs to stop.
Right? I don't know what to do with this guy.
He needs to stop because he's already given me a lot of Litecoin. He's probably the one guy that gave me the most Litecoin, and he doesn't need to give it to me anymore. Poseidon, if you can hear me, no more Litecoin. Stop it.
Oh man. So we gotta do something about Poseidon Lou. That'll be good to meet him one day.
Oh, definitely. And on the record, for the record, if Litecoin hits $1,000, oh no, $11,000, right? Ever, Poseidon's gonna buy me a brand new 2019 Audi R8.
Is that an official deal you have going with Poseidon Lou?
Ask Poseidon if it's true.
I'm sure he hasn't said anything, but I'm guessing it is. So John, let's talk about this a little bit. So what's the plan as of now? Like, do you have states picked out? Do you have days picked out? When are you hitting the road?
Okay, so definitely LTC. Oh, check this hashtag out. Hashtag LTC 8-18, not dash, 818 NYC. Saturday night, August 18th, me and about 10 to 12 people, we're gonna hit up Times Square, Manhattan, and then we're gonna do some crazy things. It may involve some chickens, you know, chicken suits, but I'm gonna have a lot of Litecoin lights out there, and we're gonna, you know, and you know, this Litecoin light is battery packed, right? So if you have a 9-volt battery, you know, it's mobile. So we're gonna carry that light, and we're gonna represent. And what I want to do is, guys, look, I really want you guys to hear my vision, okay? The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to inspire people to go out, right? Look, let Charlie deal with finance CEO, all right? Let Charlie deal with the bigwigs, okay? And let the developers develop, right? But all small people, all we have to do is contribute in the way that we can, and that's by going out and do a live stream. And my job is to ignite the fire in your butt so that you can take your friends and you can go out and start a live stream, and it will become like this trend on Twitter instead of everybody talking and pumping and dumping their coins. Right, Ben?
Yeah, your original tweet just kind of went viral pretty quickly there when you announced this.
It's crazy, dude. I never had a tweet go that crazy to where every time I refresh, I had like 25, 50 notifications. You know what? Can I be real? It felt good, bro. It felt good. I felt special and important, you know. Now I know how Satoshi Light feels. He has 780,000 followers. Think about the notification that he gets. It's crazy.
I don't know how I honestly don't know how he keeps up with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So in the Twitter chat, we had, I think it was DRX Duct, a company and also a contributor to this cause. He said, he made a good point over there on Twitter. He said, we have a merchant service solutions involved in this, a plumber, a deli owner, a student majoring in computer science, a duct cleaner, investors, a financial advisor. And then he said, we are real life Joes, white collar and blue collar, out here promoting and educating the people about the future of money. I love it. And that's, I mean, that plays into your vision, right? That's what you're trying to do right now.
Check it out. I can't even see who wrote that, but those are the exact same guys, the same people that are going to be there with me on August 18th in Times Square.
Exactly.
Whoever,
That's DRX Duct. He's in our Twitter chat.
Exactly. So all of us, so it's, university means unity and diversity, right? And I love crypto because there's such diversity, right? But that we can come and unite for a bigger cause. And Litecoin has been that coin that brings people together. Did you guys see that tweet about what's his name? Steven Herzog? Is Steven Herzog in the house?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't think I've seen him. He might be in here. The chat's kind of been going pretty quick, but I don't know if I've seen Steven. Steven, what's up? You there?
Hey, this is actually beer, and I just want to cheers with Bitcoin Ben. Ben, if you're here, mother plucking beer, brother.
In a Mrs. cup. So another thing I do want to mention, and John Moore is actually in the chat as well. John Moore is on here. He's sponsoring, he's going to be giving away quarter of a Litecoin to the first 10 businesses that get set up along this journey, right? Because along your tour, you're going to be trying to get companies set up, right, to accept Litecoin.
Definitely. And John, you know what? Johnny Litecoin, guys, you got to follow this guy on Twitter. He's like a white version of me. I'm serious. I mean, when we're together, they're going to call it the double J's, it's live. Because I've never met a white, sorry, I'm going to be PC. A Caucasian male who has same passion that I have. And it's been like, when we talk on the phone, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I just did, dude. We just go crazy over the phone. And I just can't wait to meet up with them and just spread that, infect people with that passion, that good virus, what we call the Litecoin family virus.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else besides that energy really that kind of fuels this rocket ship at like this beginning stage of this technology and the beginning stage of adoption. It's the energy. It's like that energy that you're putting out there is what's going to get this puppy going, right?
Yeah, I mean, some people like, Dan, sometimes I look at your video and I'm just like, man, I wish I could be so calm. You're this good looking dude. You're like, hey, 3, 2, 1, all smooth. And you're talking and you got like this 11,000 followers just loving the way you do your videos. And me, I come on live stream. I'm just like, oh, heck no. And then, some people gravitate towards me. So I just, you know what? I just can't not be me. This is who I am. So I tried my best, try to be someone else, try to be more cultured and kind of, but it just doesn't fly with me. So
nah, man, that's no fun anyway. Yeah. I mean, you got to be yourself, right, to enjoy this.
Yeah, definitely. So wherever I go, I haven't picked people yet. So right now, Austin and New York is for sure. And guys, Austin, there's a guy named Sean. Okay, like I'm gonna post his name later. But bro, we got some things set up. We're gonna hit up businesses. We may even have a drone guy filming us. So check it out. This trip is not just about live stream. It's live stream. We're going to have mad footage and we're going to do some like crazy like parodies, commercials. I mean, whatever is fun, and we're just gonna get so much attention from other people. And my main goal is, if you go out, you're gonna have fun, right? Because nobody wants to go out because they think it's just gonna be embarrassing and people are gonna reject them. But if they see us going out and we're actually like freaking having fun, how are people gonna sit behind the computer all day when they can go out and make a live stream? And here's another thing, guys. If you're a business, you really need to support us. Here's why. My video got 250,000 impressions. The last video, the one that I said 30 for 30,
Yeah.
and about close to 30,000 views. You know why? I don't want to take the credit like, oh, my video was so awesome and people just loved. No, Charlie Lee retweeted. Charlie Lee with 780 something thousand followers, when he retweets your stuff, your Twitter life is changed, buddy. You know, but here's what he promised me though. And Charlie, if you watch this on a replay, you told me this, so you better back it up. He said, John, go out and I'll back you up by retweeting your live streams. Right? So if you're a business, I would jump on this. Why? Because by the time I'm done with this tour, there's going to be over millions of views of our live stream. And I guarantee you, you know Rebecca, right? I Make Lemonade, at I Make Lemonade on Twitter. She did a 5-minute live stream, and me and Johnny Litecoin were involved in it behind the scenes, you know? And she brought this energy. You know how many thousand views she got? I think it's close to like 70 now. Last time I checked, it was 60,000 views. You know why? Charlie Lee retweeted. You know? Yep. So this is what I realized. I love going out to the United States and just driving around. Why? You know how powerful Satoshi Light is? Seriously. Right? Name me any other creator of a coin that is just straight up honest, doesn't care what you think. He's just going to speak his mind. And he has 760 followers that are waiting for him to like or to tweet. You know, whenever I get a notification that Charlie tweets, you know what I do? I'm like, I better be the first one to like and retweet it. You know what I mean? So this guy is behind this tour. He's got my back. You know, he even sent me a lot of Litecoins to get me started. You know what he said to me? He said, hey, I sent you some Litecoins. Johnny, if you need more, just let me know. And you know what I said to him? I said, Charlie, I'm the type of guy that I don't ask for more. You know? But if you see what I'm doing and I'm adding value to Litecoin and you're impressed, go ahead. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to give me more Litecoin because I need to go on a tour. So that's another subject that I want people to know. Don't wait until you get funded. Don't wait until you're ready. Just freaking do it. You know, Dan, how many times have I like asked you behind the scenes, hey, what editing thing do you use, or hey, what should I do? Look, I have like maybe 20 videos on YouTube. You know why I'm on YouTube? Because with every video, I learn something. And I become more comfortable speaking to a dang phone or a computer.
Yep.
You know? You know that, right, Dan? So the reason I'm forcing myself to go on this tour is because I want to put myself in a situation where I'm going to keep getting better. So each person that I meet, each city that I go to, it's going to be like this crescendo. At first, you're going to be like, that was okay. And then by the time I hit New York City, Manhattan, oh, it's all heck's going to break loose, you know? So that's my encouragement and my motivation to everyone watching this video. Look, you got to start. Don't try to be good and perfect. I suck. I sucked at Twitter. Hey, Dan, do you remember what I told you? My Twitter? I said, I find out what I suck at, right? And I go for it.
Yeah.
And then I put my time in until I don't suck anymore. And then I move on to the next thing I suck at.
Yep.
So, guys, you see my cutting skills, you see my jump rope skills, you see my boxing skills. I'm telling you, there's probably nothing that I'm not good at. No, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it's only because that I hate sucking at something. So what I do is, if I suck at something like blockchain, I sucked at explaining blockchain, and I started to study blockchain. But you know what the key is? It's not studying blockchain. It's talking to people about blockchain. Because when you talk to them, you're embarrassed because you cannot believe you said that, right? And then next time you talk to someone, you become a little bit better, you know? So I talked to at least 50 people about blockchain, at least in the past 3-4 months. And you know what? I impress myself every time I talk about it, because I'm like, ooh, I'm better now. I sound smarter now, you know?
Yeah.
So
you almost maybe as good as e-currency hodler at the Litecoin school.
Heck no. Ain't nobody it's gonna beat e-currency hodler. Hey, everyone, check it out. You gotta follow e-currency hodler and e-currency hodler and the Light School, because dude,
Yeah.
if you guys are gonna be taken serious when you go out, you have to at least know a little bit about the blockchain and how everything works, you know? So, you know, can I confess something? Whenever I post something and somebody replies with a question I don't know, I start sweating. You know what I do? I'd be like, hey, e-currency, what do I say to this? And then he gives me like feedback, and I go and I'm like, this is the answer. And everybody's like, dang, John's so smart. Okay, I've exposed myself.
Man, you shouldn't have given that secret away.
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? It's all about being real. So if they know, hey, when they meet me, they're gonna realize that I'm not that smart. But let me tell you something. This is what's important. You know why I like Bitcoin Ben? Because I remember Joe Marshall was like, you gotta listen to this guy, right? And I started listening to him. And the first thing I saw was this guy in a truck, like vaping and drinking coffee and kind of stuttering, you know? Yeah. And I was like, Joe, are you serious, dude? You know? And then I started listening to him. And you know, the greatest wisdom that I've heard in my life, in my 40 years of life, was from people that I least expected it. And then I became a fan of Ben. You know, so same thing for me, you know, like I don't want to act like I'm smart. But I'll tell you one thing. If you met me and you hung around me, you would catch my virus, which is just I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make something work. You know, and I think that's why Charlie likes me. You know, I said, Charlie, what do you need me to do? I'll do anything. And I told him, I said, look, I sold my house, I sold my business. I'm all in.
What did he say when you asked him what he wants you to do?
Well, I'm sure Charlie doesn't mind. I said, hey, Charlie, would you mentor me? I said, I have all this time. You call me, I'll be there. You know, my wife told me that she would leave me alone for 6 months to do whatever I want in this crypto space. And so when I told him that, he said, you know what? He's so humble, right? He said, I don't have much to teach you, but you can be around me and learn. So I think he's gonna start taking me around wherever he goes, because number one, I think he knows that I have something he doesn't have, you know, and then number two, that he gets free security.
I was just thinking that. So you truly are turning into Satoshi Light bodyguard. By the way, I just want to throw this out there. Steven Herzog, he sent a super chat. He said, John Kim, I hope to see you at the Edison Vape store. Let's get this Pay with Litecoin started. Thank you all that are involved in the project. So is the vape store part of the?
Oh, it's done. You know, as soon as he brought it up, my other twin brother, Johnny Litecoin, already called them and started the setup. So I mean, it's a done deal. We're gonna go there, and then I don't know if Dom is on here. He has a deli in New Jersey. You know, we're thinking about bringing in R8s, Lambos, Corvettes in the front, and just like doing a crazy show in his deli. And he already accepts Litecoin. So
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and
I'm glad you are, because I can't see it.
So we got Austin, we've got New York, and obviously New Jersey.
Yeah.
Is that, and then San Francisco? Is that kind of?
No, bro. I'm not gonna cheat people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow the line. I'm gonna go to Austin, and then I'm probably gonna go to Missouri. I'm probably gonna go to Florida, and I have a friend up in Ohio. People keep calling me about Ohio. I may check Ohio out, and then August 23rd is my son's birthday, so I had to stop by Virginia and spend the whole day with him, and then I'm gonna keep going. I really want to come, and then I may have to fly to California at the end, because I just can't imagine making that 30 days if I drove from New York all the way to California. So I may be cheating a little bit, but if you're in this chat, you better not tell anyone, because there's still 30 days for 30 people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, that is actually going to be a ton of driving and trying to get in, all these meetups and stuff. You're going to be, man.
but you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? On on my way to the next city, I'm gonna stop at restaurants and gas stations, and I'm gonna represent. This is gonna be, I'm telling you guys, this is not just some regular guy going on the road. This is a passionate, obsessed dude that is willing to do whatever it takes, right? So by the time I'm done with this tour, nobody in the Litecoin family is gonna have an excuse not to go out. No one. And that's my goal.
So let me ask you about that. I mean, and by the way, in a second, we're going to open up for some questions. So, because I did my best to kind of just get a general overview of what you have going on here. Obviously, I'll be meeting up with you. I'm in the Northeast, so I'll be at one or two of these, right? So, but let me ask you, why you have a ton of energy, right? You're all in crypto. Your wife even said she'll leave you alone for 6 months so you can focus on it. Why? Why are you so into it? I want to hear it from you.
All right. Guys, listen. Passion, you know what? This is the story of my life, and I was so touched when Jeff Bezos said it himself. And I promise you, I did not copy him. My biggest thing in life, and I used to fight with my wife about it, passion, it chooses you. You don't choose the passion. And when passion chooses you, you do things outside of what you're capable of, right? So this Litecoin, it chose me. Am I special? I don't know, but it chose me, and I became so obsessed about it, So I can't. I'm a all in or all out guy. I'm either black or white, or I'm either hot or cold. I don't do the whole in between stuff, So whenever the passion of Litecoin got to me, I could not do my job anymore. I could not run my business anymore. Like, do you know, I know you guys, people dated girls before, right? Before we were married, right? You know, the day that the girl you just don't like her anymore, and you don't even know what happened, but you just, like, the passion left. And you were doing her disservice by continuing to stay with her because you felt sorry for her. So that's how it is for me. So once the passion grips me, I can't help it. And you can see it in my, like, do you guys know my saying? When you watch a great movie, you don't have to tell that person to tell someone about that great movie. And I saw the greatest movie in crypto, and that's Litecoin. And nobody has to push me or encourage me or motivate me to go out and talk about Litecoin. It just happens naturally when you're a true believer, and when the passion, it grabs you. Like Bitcoin Ben, he's driving trucks and doing videos. Why? He's passionate. Look at you, Dan. People don't know this. You don't even sleep. Bro, hey, can I say this? Yeah. Right before we started this stream, he said, "Hey, Sarah, bring me a Red Bull." Who drinks a Red Bull at like 9 o'clock, right? So I didn't understand how much Dan puts into his YouTube until I started doing YouTube videos. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like no joke. And here's another thing. You guys do not know how much time I put on Twitter. I mean, my wife, my kids are affected because of my time on Twitter. But here's the thing. If you give everything to anything, I think you will make a huge impact regardless, you know? And Dan, you're at what? Over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I don't want to sit here and brag, but I passed you on Twitter.
That's messed up, dude. Come on. You really did, man. I was watching you too for that last month. I was like, he's coming to get me. I can't keep up with this guy. I just
But you
don't
know
have.
what? I'm beating you by like 100, right? 100 followers.
Yeah, it'll be 1,000 real soon.
No, you're beating me by 10,000. So don't even go there, buddy, on YouTube.
Oh man, that's great.
Okay, so I'm done. So go ahead. We can do with the questions. Are people getting bored?
No, I don't think so. We have a good amount of people in here. The chat's going crazy. And yeah, I'm trying to, if anybody wants to ask some questions, feel free to, post them here. We can ask John. I'm personally trying to think of something else I could ask you that's, pertains to this tour. Did you give me a date when you're leaving? It was.
So check it out. So I sold my business, right? And I sold my house. And they're taking over my business at the end of this month. But I also have an interior designing company. And we're doing a restaurant right now. So I have to go to the city to get permits and everything like that. So I'm thinking, like, if I can't get this thing done by like the first week of August, I'm gonna have to tell him, sorry, bro, you're gonna have to wait for your restaurant. Because I mean, there's priorities in life. And the priority is the Litecoin fam and Litecoin. So
Crypto TV just asked when the date that you'll be in New York City. Is that going to be the 8th or
18th,
no?
August 18th.
It's the 18th. Okay, August 18th, New York City. So
Saturday. It will be a Saturday. It will be in Times Square, Manhattan. It's going to be like 12 of us, and we're going to be creative and do something crazy. And I'm just hoping, like, whenever I talk behind the scenes with my New York team, I tell them, think outside the box. Don't be ashamed to say anything that is crazy. And we're not going to ask for permission. We're going to ask for forgiveness. We're not going to go to jail, but we're going to do some crazy things to where if they come at us and say, you can't do that, and we're going to say, my bad.
So someone just asked if you can stop by Philly. And I like that question because I'm right outside Philly.
Definitely. I'm definitely going to stop by Philly.
Cool. There we go.
Anywhere close to the East Coast, New York, New Jersey area. I may even go see I Make Lemonade in Pittsburgh by myself.
Okay.
Because I heard it was like 6 hours away. But what's 6 hours if I'm coming from Texas?
And you'll be in your truck, right?
I'll be in my truck. And then I'm getting my decals done. So I'm going to have Litecoin in the front, side, the back, pay with Litecoin. And then if anybody wants to sponsor me like Abra or Coinbase or Gemini, I'll have their sticker on there as well. But if they don't want to sponsor me, then, you know, it'll be Litecoin, pay with Litecoin, like hashtag LTCSF18, the global summit.
Nice.
You know.
So Hodl Fuel says, is there an official launch day? And we were just talking about that. There's not an official launch day yet. You're kind of getting some things in order on your end before you make that decision.
It will be the first week of August, whether it be on the 1st or the 6th or 7th, because you guys know that the summit is 14th and 15th. So I just got to get the 30 days in. And if that means that I have to get into San Francisco on the 13th just to make it, then that's fine too. But I may need to fly to San Francisco because I don't know if my truck can take the craziness. But hey, okay, is there more questions?
There was one, but I lost it. Oh, Jose Lopez asked what your end of year prediction is. I think most people know that.
Here's the thing, guys. Look, I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna flip-flop over my prediction. Just because Litecoin, I think when I predicted that Litecoin was at 200, right? And now that it's at 80, it doesn't change my mind. It doesn't change the math that I did. So it's still 11.7, 5 figures.
Okay. Super chat from Wendell. Thanks, dude. STA Security in Mississippi. That's kind of, is that going to be outside of your?
How close is that with Missouri? Because I kind of want to stop by Missouri. And you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm doing an interview. I'm doing a karaoke night with Sky Corridor. You know who that Naomi?
No.
You don't know Naomi? She's interviewing Ron Paul. She's pretty big.
You're doing a karaoke with her?
Like, we're supposed to meet up. She said okay, and she said that we're gonna go karaoke. So that's that. And then I'm gonna meet up with Ben. We're gonna meet up together, and we're gonna do actually a meetup, and he's gonna invite me as the guest speaker. So I'm gonna meet up Ben, and if anybody can send this video to JSNIT4, I'm willing to meet JSNIT4 when I'm in Florida to chit chat with him too. And then I got some people who wants to do an interview with me in Vegas. So I'll definitely be in Vegas. And if Mississippi is on the way with Missouri, I'll go too. And look, as soon as I said Vegas, people are like chuckling because of Litecoin Dad. There's some crazy things over there. So, but
I'm chuckling because Poseidon Lou with a super chat, the guy, he just doesn't stop. He says, Dan, tell John to say his prediction for end of year out loud. LOL.
11,700. Read my lips. I ain't no punk. If I said it once, I will say it again, and I'm not afraid to be wrong. So it's all good.
So there you have it. 11,700 Litecoin.
Everybody's laughing. You know who laughed last year when Litecoin was $4 and it went to 420? That's the same percentage increase as Litecoin going from 200 to 11,700. So you laugh now, but I may laugh louder later with a brand new Audi R8 from Poseidon Lou.
Well, I told you I'll buy you one too if it happens. So you'll have two. We have a good question. We have a good question from Vincent. He said, John, how can us investors start bringing Litecoin to small businesses around me? I'm from Virginia, and I'd like to start building testimonies and share them via Twitter of companies that want to accept.
Tell him that I will be in Virginia for my son's birthday, and I'm gonna come see him, and we'll go do it together.
Boom. So there you have it. So he should go follow you on Twitter so you guys can connect.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter and tell him to DM me. All he needs to do is one. This thing is addictive, guys. Look, if you're in a Litecoin family, just know two things. You have 1 million followers total. With Satoshi Light and Dan, me, and everybody in the Litecoin family, collectively, we have 1 million followers. And if we do a live stream, you have the potential to get 60,000 views or more. guys, if businesses don't call you and beg you to come do a live stream, you have no idea what you have in your hands. I'm going to quote Mayweather. We are the A side. We have the lion's share, right? So you shouldn't be scared to go out. They should be begging you, because look, you know how much they pay on radio, ad, and TV? We got 1 million followers. We can guarantee 50,000 views on Twitter. I'm a businessman and Dan's a businessman. If somebody said that I can get 50,000 views for free and free Litecoin, come on. You gotta be dumb. Hey,
it's kind of a no-brainer.
Grow some balls and go out there and just freaking have some confidence. You're giving away money and you're giving away advertising, free advertising. So don't be scared. But the guy in Virginia, I'll come see him. We'll go out.
Done. And part of it is too, I think a lot of people are stubborn. I even have friends that are just, they're not getting on board. And it's just also, I explain it and it's kind of like, I think it's just, it's kind of a stubborn thing.
Hey Dan,
right? So
give me 1 minute, okay? I gotta go to the restroom.
Okay.
So I'll be back.
Look at that. John just left us for the restroom. Which is understandable, drinking beer out of his missus cup. So yeah, I mean, I would like if anybody else can ask some questions before we kind of wrap this thing up in a few minutes. But I know a lot of you are asking about Digibyte, John's thoughts on Digibyte. So I will ask you, or I will ask him his thoughts on Digibyte. If he's driving from Missouri to Florida, we need to know what towns he's going through to get together. I think that's the biggest thing right now. And I want to kind of sit back and, yeah. So Boiling Point Mechanical said, Dan, you coming to New York City? I will definitely probably go to New York City and Philly. I'm actually going to New York City tomorrow, and it's not far from me. So I'll definitely be there. DRX Duck says you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. So true. Okay, Brian Huggins. We got Brian Huggins in the house. Brian, John was just talking about you and your Annie Ann's push.
He got the ball rolling. He got the ball rolling.
He really did, didn't he? With you know him and David Schwartz both. I mean, they really teamed up and did a great job in terms of like getting this type of thing happening on social media in terms of adoption. So it's really cool.
Daddy Cool, you guys need to follow Daddy Cool. He's my mentor. He teaches me about life and when to tone it down and shut up and then encourages me at the right time. So I love that guy. You know, when I was doing cell phone stores, we do free phone. Like we do a big sign that says free phone, right? And there's only like 2 phones that are free, but it's a way to bring people in and then upgrade them with our selling abilities, right? So look, if we're giving away free Litecoin to purchase a burger or a sandwich or whatever, if you can't get somebody to receive free Litecoin, you shouldn't be doing live stream. I'm sorry. You just stay behind the computer, go on Reddit and fight the trolls. That's your position. But if you can't, that's my wife, by the way.
Wow, that's who keeps making an appearance. I see.
So if you can't set up somebody's wallet by giving them free Litecoin, like maybe you're just not cut out to do a live stream. But you know, that's just my 2 cents.
Hey man, everybody's got their place, right? Everybody's on their path.
Yes. It's like the finger, right? Like one's long, I'm like this guy. I'm very thick, you know, but we do need a pinky because you know sometimes the pinky it gets the booger out the best because it's so thin and nimble.
You're nuts, man. I'm trying to find your YouTube channel because people are asking in the chat. I'm having trouble. I guess John Kim.
John John with the thing LTC Kim.
John Kim.
If you go to my Twitter and click on it, it should come out.
So, and I'm going to ask you this too, because I mean, there's been a bunch of people asking, Digibyte. What are your thoughts on Digibyte, John?
I like Digibyte. I think you know what I didn't like about Digibyte was that everybody was doing false advertisement. You know, like Litecoin came out of Bitcoin, Digibyte came out of Litecoin. You know, and the one thing you got to understand about like Charlie Lee is he always respects Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the one that Litecoin owes something to, right? And Digibyte came out of Litecoin. So I believe that Bitcoin is going to be gold, Litecoin is going to be silver, and Digibyte is going to be bronze. I believe Bitcoin is going to be $100 bill, Litecoin is going to be a $20 bill, and Digibyte is going to be a penny. You know, and I mean, if you look at the circulating supply or the max supply, it kind of makes sense. So can we all three coexist? Heck yeah. And hey, to all you Digibyte people, I got a bag, baby, and my bags are sweet. And I love DGB, all right? But I'm a LTC guy. I am married to Litecoin, and I will always use every other coin to acquire more Litecoin. But I just want to let you know, okay, I'm going to be real. Digibyte is my fourth biggest bag.
Wow. Can you tell us your second and third?
You know what my first is, right?
What is it?
Come on, bro.
I'm just kidding.
So it's Litecoin, OMG, ICX, DGB.
Wow.
Yeah. And this may come as a surprise to you, but ZRX is next, and then Wax. I think Wax is going to be the biggest sleeper of them all, and then Pillar. You know why? Do you know why I like Pillar?
Why?
Because Pillar is going to be the best wallet because it literally, like, it's regulated, like it tries to meet all the standards possible, right? And it's only on small exchanges. And when Pillar gets on any of the other exchange, and the Pillar see the creator, he doesn't want to pay for it. You know, like DGB, we're not paying you Binance because our coin is good. We don't need to pay you, right? Same thing with Pillar. But once Pillar gets on a great big exchange, I think it's going to be game over.
Okay. Nick said, I can't believe anybody else knew what Pillar was.
Yeah. So
interesting, man. I didn't expect to hear what you're holding tonight. That's pretty cool.
yeah. So 75% is in, like I always say, 75% is Litecoin, you know, and I have some Bitcoin, but you know, I'm a Litecoin maximalist, I guess. But but so 75%, the rest of it, it's just me trading, you know, swing trading, and really just acquiring more Litecoin as I go. So, and I have I'm probably going to start a hedge fund company next year. So that's my ultimate goal. That's the main reason why I'm closing down all my business, because I'm actually starting a hedge fund company. And there's two hedge fund company in Dallas, and I met one like on accident at a taco store because he was listening to Anton, and I took a picture and I tweeted, and then I was like, hey bro, I'm sorry, but I tweeted your picture, but you know, I didn't get your face. So, and then I found out that he was the one of two cryptocurrency hedge fund owners in Dallas, Texas. Dude was 28 years old.
Wow.
And he was wearing this watch. I think it was a Hublot watch. It was like ridiculous. But he also knew Charlie Lee, so we were sitting there talking, eating lunch, and it was a good thing. So, if I open up a hedge fund company, I want everybody to know anything is possible in this world.
I know. Well, I don't. I totally believe it. Totally believe you'll do that. So yeah, someone said Tron is worth betting on too, and somebody also asked if I'm gonna give up, say everything that I own, and everybody knows I don't really do that.
I'll say something about Tron. I bought Tron at 0.004 cents. Okay, and I bought at 0.004 because I freaking loved Justin Tron and what he has established in his life, right? Accomplished. But I sold at 0.04. I mean 0.04. You know?
Wait, you bought at point? Oh, you're saying you bought at 0.004.
And then I sold it at 0.04.
Okay.
Because I had to trade my plan. I could not be greedy, even though it went up a lot. No, but I sold it when it skyrocketed, and everybody said everybody said I was stupid because it was so much higher, But
it was like over 20 cents, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but I think I was at 1,000%, and I had to sell, bro. You know what I mean? So, this is what I say about TRX. You guys gonna make a lot of money on TRX, but do I believe in the fundamentals of it? I don't. But you're gonna make a lot of money off of it because Tron is a freaking marketing machine. Justin is a marketing machine. So even though I don't believe in the fundamentals of that coin, I think people are gonna get rich off that coin.
What's funny is I talked about this the other night, I think, in the live stream. I was really close to getting an interview on the channel with Justin, and it didn't work out. They kind of just stopped emailing me about it, but it was close. And that's exactly why I wanted him to come on, was to talk about the fundamentals, the project itself, and why, the gist of it was going to be, sell me on Tron. Right. And I was really looking forward to doing that because I think that would have been a valuable video for a lot of people. And especially it was when a lot of people were talking about Tron. It seems like not as many people are talking about Tron.
But I don't think Justin is very fluent in English.
Yeah, he may not be.
Yeah.
He's not that bad though.
No, he's not that bad, but he's not like, fluent. Where he's not like Charlie Lee, where he's probably not fluent in Chinese.
Yeah. So everybody's asking now your price for Digibytes, and you did say Digibyte is going to be, you think, the penny of cryptocurrency, but that doesn't mean you think it's going to be worth a penny. Hopefully.
Oh heck no! I think it could go to $1. But if you say $10-15, guys, come on, you gotta understand the circulating supply times, So I mean, just don't be too ridiculous to where you sound like a novice because you're calling $10-15 on a $21 billion max supply coin. But you know what? I think it could go $1 this year, maybe $2, but it will not go over $3. But I could be wrong. But hey, DGB is a definite hodl. I love DGB. I love that pump that it gives me. And when everything else is kind of like dying, and DGB is like, "Yo, bro, check me out." I'm running. So I love the energy of DGB. So hey, if you're a DGB fan, follow me on Twitter at JohnKim77. I would love to chit chat with you as long as you don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
You're nuts, dude. I get a lot of hate because I always say how I don't really hold Digibyte. I like Digibyte for trading, and obviously long-term holders of Digibyte don't like that. They get offended. But come on, I mean, it's a great cryptocurrency to trade.
Yo, check this out. I'm gonna tell you what Charlie said. Okay, this is a fun story. Like there was a time when something happened. I don't want to talk about it, and everybody was like, "Oh shoot! Like we better watch what we say on Twitter," you know. And then I felt kind of guilty because I felt like nobody was saying anything, but I felt like that maybe I tweeted something that wasn't right. So I said, "Hey, am I in trouble?" You know, on Slack. And Charlie said this, and which kind of like opened my mind about why he believes in decentralization. He believes in freedom of speech and people just being themselves. It's just like, hey guys, I'm not Hitler. You
Yeah,
know?
no, I remember.
You remember that?
I asked him too. I thought I was the one that did. I
And
think
then,
you and I both.
yeah, I was like, oh shoot. Then he's like, dude, I'm not Hitler. You guys do what, you know, it's your Twitter page. Have fun. You know, do what you gotta do. So that's why, like, when people don't understand, like, don't know Charlie like we know Charlie, he's so consistent with his beliefs. And you know what's crazy? He doesn't even follow half the people on Litecoin Foundation. And people are like, how come you don't follow me? I don't know what his standard is in following people, but no one's been able to crack that code like nobody's been able to crack Bitcoin blockchain's code, you know?
So true.
Like
I mean,
everybody's like,
he follows you, man. I don't know how you did it, but good job.
no, but isn't that nuts? Everybody's, I'm telling you, you know, people are nice to me in my face. You know what they say behind my back? What? If he's following John, he should be following me.
I'll say that right to your face, dude.
No, but you know, I think I got really lucky because I think I was at the right place at the right time, and he kind of changed my Twitter life. So Satoshi Light, thank you.
I'll say this about Charlie. You said it, he's consistent, right? Like, but consistency is one of the, hallmarks of someone that's genuine, right? Someone that's not wrapped up in lies, greed, and things of that nature, typically. So consistency and Charlie's character is, I think, a really big reason why not just you and I, but I think a lot of the volunteers at Litecoin Foundation, are behind Litecoin, are behind, Charlie Lee, and support them.
And you know how as humans, right? Like when people throw money at you, you kind of get weak, right? Even though your standards are here, and they start throwing money at you, you're like, it could be a good project. You know what I mean? But think about it, right? You know, I like John McAfee. I have his cell phone number. Okay, I mean, we're okay. But you know how he's getting paid like $150,000 to tweet an ICO? Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, do you understand how many people are offering Charlie like crazy amount of money just to be on their board, just to say that he's one of the person in the ICO, or just to mention their coin? Dude, Charlie has zero tolerance when it comes to anything that will make his character and his image like sour, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I have 5,000 like what 400 followers, and I get DMs like crazy, right? Hey, if you retweet this, we'll give you this much or whatever, right? And sometimes I'm like, dang man, I make some money, But I'm like, and I think about Charlie, and I say, you know what? If Charlie can get to 700 plus followers and not compromise on his beliefs and his conviction, I, as his bodyguard, sure as hell is not going to settle for a couple of dollars to compromise on my beliefs,
Yeah.
So that's why I call him the ultimate leader. I love the guy because he may not be energetic and the best person to interview, but dude, he's so consistent in anything and everything that he does.
Yep. Agreed. Plus, I mean, like, as you build your platform, you don't want to, and I think this is a big thing, is you kind of become responsible. You don't want to steer some people in the wrong direction,
Yeah.
pointing them towards projects and things of that nature that are just not solid. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, one of the best business advice that I've got in my business life is never partner up with someone who is desperate. like you always like if you want a business partner, you want a business partner that has money and that is successful, and they don't need for this venture to succeed in order for them to make money, you know. So I think it's the same way. I think once you become so desperate for money, and you become a little bit big on Twitter, you fall for everything. And then
So true.
when it's all said and done, your image is ruined, and you may have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 followers, but nobody cares about your tweet anymore because you just compromised your character, you know.
Yeah, and people and your trustworthiness. But I'll take that advice just one step further and say, never partner with anybody. Period.
Period. That's right. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, we definitely did.
You know, every single partner and every manager that I've ever had stole from me.
Yep.
So, you know, it's not that they're bad people, but you know, it's inevitable. Either they steal your money, they'll steal your time, you know, they'll steal your accessories, they'll steal your paper.
Your accessories, they'll steal your pen.
Bro, one time I went to my manager's house and this dude had every cell phone accessory in his house, like 3 or 4 of them. And I was like, bro, I know you didn't buy this. But anyways.
That's awesome. Cool, man. Well, I don't know. I think we covered a lot of the questions that people had. I think we covered your trip at the best we could in terms of the information that you have even, right? Is there anything else that you want to add that we didn't cover?
Well, here's the thing. This would be the last thing I say. Guys, look, it's not, I don't like the word force, you know, because if you force somebody to do something, you're putting pressure, and sooner or later that pressure has to release. So when you force somebody to do something or force somebody to change, they may change, but sooner or later the repercussion will be a lot worse. So for me, like, I don't like manipulating people, forcing people, or strong arm or coercing people to do something, you know. So for me, this comes natural for me, just taking risks, going out and having fun, and bringing people with me and inspiring them. That's just the way I am. But I never want to go out and try to manipulate people into buying Litecoin or using Litecoin or believing in Litecoin, you know? So while I'm on this tour, I just want everybody to freaking like, retweet, and just give me some encouragement and energy, because even though I'm like this right now, in a day, there's a lot of times when I'm just like really stressed out, you know? So as I'm on this journey, partner up with me by liking me, you know, liking my comments, retweeting, DMing me, and telling me that, you know, you believe in me, because I'm like a girl. I may fight, but I'm like a girl in some ways, to where I feed off of I live off of like encouragement, you know. So and that's why I can't cheat people, because I can't sleep knowing that I really cheated somebody or took advantage of somebody. I can't sleep because I want that person to not think that way about me. So on this journey, I will do whatever it takes to make it so fun, but I want you to be on this journey with me on computer, on your phone, and just have a good time. And then just thank you so much, guys. Last night I tweeted before I went to bed, I said, you know, thank you, Litecoin fan, from the bottom of my heart, you know. And the reason I tweeted that was because who am I? Who am I, right? I come on Twitter in January, and people are like thinking that I'm someone special, which I'm not. I'm just a normal guy that just uses Twitter to let some of my stress out. And then Litecoin fam just embraced me like like a leader. And I was so grateful last night that even though some parts of my life isn't good right now, that when I'm on Twitter, I feel like I belong. I feel like that without Twitter, I don't think this Litecoin journey would have been fun. I think it would have been too hard, you know. But just having Twitter and Litecoin fam and you, Dan, and Dave, and the Litecoin Foundation, it made the bear market like okay, you know. So
man, that's Sarah, can you get me a tissue?
but thank you, Litecoin fam. And look, if you don't have to donate any more money, okay, but anyone who's even donated $1, okay, thank you. And I promise you that when it's all said and done and I become a billionaire, I'm gonna remember you. And I said it, I will become a billionaire.
I love it, man.
You wanna make a bet? I'm just kidding.
So I'm guessing, you know what we should do is we should try and figure out, I don't know if we have enough time, but we should try and figure out a way to have, you know, like a landing page with a map that has pins on where you're going to be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Sean from Slack, I don't know his Twitter handle right now, but he's actually starting a website for me.
Oh, okay, awesome.
To update everything on this journey. So
and you don't know, do you know what the domain will be?
Please give me some suggestions, you know. So that's where we're stuck at right now.
David always comes up with great ideas for a website domain, so I'm sure he could come up with something great.
Yeah, I talked to Jordan Bain. Hey guys, follow at Jordan Bain on Twitter. She's she works with Academy Award winning actresses, and she's an awesome Hollywood director. My real good friend. Follow her. She's a Litecoin addict, and you're gonna hear a lot about her in the future. I can't say much, but she's gonna just blow people's mind in crypto space. So follow her at Jordan Bain, BAYNE on Twitter.
I just put a link for everybody.
All right, great.
Cool, man. I think we're good. That was fun. We got to do this more often. Red Bull and John Kim. I mean, I'm going to be up for the rest of the night.
Hey guys, I just want to show you my son's R8.
Nice.
He doesn't play. And it's that Litecoin L, liteco.shop, discount code, pay with Litecoin.
Dude, this whole time I thought you've been doing those sick videos of a real R8. You've just been doing close-up shots of that little
That's
R8.
Right. That's right. Hey, I'll be fronting. Hey, fake it till you make it. That's my...
That's awesome.
Thanks, Dan. I really appreciate it, man. I had a really good time. Hey, how many hours did we do this?
An hour and 16 minutes.
Wow. The
time
flew.
Does, man. Time flies when you're having fun with good people. So I appreciate you coming by, man. And yeah, so I just want to throw it out there. Your Litecoin address is in the description here in this video. Anybody that wants to support you, and even probably more powerfully is just supporting you by getting on Twitter. Even if you don't have an account, set one up, follow John, retweet him as he gets this journey started. It's going to take a lot of work, energy, and time, but it's going to be fun. So support this guy, man. He's an awesome guy. And John, I really appreciate you coming by to the channel tonight, man.
Thank you, Dan. And before I go, I'm going to go ahead and take off my clothes and show you guys what I've been doing for the last. I'm kidding.
I was like, he's doing this.
No. See you guys. Thank you.
Man. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap it up here. Appreciate all of you coming by. Really fun live streams tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Definitely see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of the night, and God bless.